Today I will bring to you the legend of Kadeem Elford. This is his girlfriend, and this is his Obito Chichi. You can see he has been bronze for 3 seasons straight, and now he's iron for 2 seasons straight. Iron has not been added yet 3 seasons ago, otherwise he would have probably been there. Here you can see him do a late invade, without his jungler I might add. He meets the enemy jungler, and Sarah fails to CC him. His kiting is very good, and the ward placement is atrocious. You can really see summoners being used in a very weird way. Warwick goes down, and at the same time Sarah. Overall, this trade might have been worth it if he just wouldn't have wasted his flash like that. The important thing during an invade is not to waste your flash. If they invade you also, don't flash, just die. It's important to get the wave and to get rid of the wave after you killed the enemy. Your summoners are only useful if you can actually do something after you actually killed the enemy. So we're looking at Kadeem attacking in a 2v1 the enemies. He saw his Sarah actually run away, but he still decided to engage. It obviously ends in him dying. Also, he should have definitely let the wave crash before he tries to poke somebody. Like, he would have needed to poke the enemy first, under the tower. You can do that when the wave crashes. But not in a 2v1 really. Here it's terrible mispositioning. The Warwick just definitely will always win in a 1v1 whenever he gets so close. You need to kite him because of the high lifesteal he has. Kadeem also might want to try to improve his micro a little bit. You can see here in this clip he is not moving between auto attacks, which would allow him to cancel his auto attacks. It would be free movement without losing any DPS, even increasing his DPS if he does it correctly. And here, well, he dies. He also wasted his flash because he didn't kite properly towards the enemy in this case. Kadeem's just picking up a kill that ran straight towards him here. Autoing it down, pressing W, nothing too fancy here. Afterwards he also gets engaged by the MF. He dodges the R, quite skillfully at that, and with his own Ash arrow he picks up the kill, and with the support of his teammate. Kadeem melts down Airy here really quickly. His support also helped at the task. He actually dropped the wave for it though. Here it really shows that he's in fact iron and actually belonging there. He gets the area again, but it's not that much gold at this point anymore. Here a rather big team fight breaks out. It's a 3v3. He is actually getting out of the MFR, but the kiting towards the tower does not really happen. In fact, no kiting at all happens. Also, he's focusing the Warwick, who can just heal again. He might have wanted to kill MF first. If you paid attention, you can actually see that Kadeem always does the Kadeemian swipe back to fountain. Whenever he dies, he swipes back to the fountain and looks at whatever. Now there's a fight against Warwick, and Rammus is CCing Warwick in place, so he only auto attacks, he doesn't even kite or anything. He presses Q though this time, so that's a damage increase. And Airy just gets picked up again. It's a delivery of golden experience. His Ash is really becoming strong at this point, and even though he misses all the skill shots, he picks up another Warwick. Sarah really did a good job here at baiting him. What actually Kadeem does good, like his farm is atrocious, look at this. It's like less than 5 farm per minute, but he does have very nice objective, not necessarily control, but he contests them very much, which in Iron should be enough to win most games, or in his case 40% of the games. Here is where a good ADC really differentiates himself from a bad one, a team fight. The positioning of Kadeem was basically standing in the middle and auto-attacking without moving. As an ADC main, he is really not good at this. Like, I would have expected more from him, even in Iron. I mean, he just gets a kill and dies. Here he gets the Warwick in a huge shutdown. It's not really him doing good plays, it's more the enemies doing misplays. Here, no movement basically. When he moves, he doesn't attack anymore. The problem about playing an ADC and kiting is your attack speed gets higher. Kiting gets more difficult, more micro-intensive, I would also say. Look at this. He is basically attacking him in place, and when he walks away, he doesn't kite. He could easily master it, even if you're like low skill or something, or have an illness. He could definitely learn how to play better macro-wise. If he just has enough training, it will eventually work. Like, no matter what rank you're, you can always improve. And it's always worth it. You'll just have way more fun that way and enjoy yourself way more. Here you can see, well, a 2v2. He doesn't necessarily try to dodge the Velka spells, but it still kinda works out. With all the kills he picked up mostly by accident or luck, he now got so fat that he can actually dominating most enemies here. He even ends up carrying the game. Can't really deny that now. 79. I mean, he's good at... He understands that the MFR is a really high damage spell. Like, in many MF games, the MFR will just wreck the whole enemy team and it will cost the game. It will just do a huge turn on 1v5. And with that, Kadeem picks up the W. Winning the game, proving all the haters wrong, and really showing off that even with a learning disability, schizophrenia, paranoia, you can totally hard carry games in low elo at the very least.